Hey, good morning.
Good morning, everybody. It's time for another
everyday getaway.
We're getting away to Carvins Cove, which is a natural water reserve kind of nestled in the mountains of Botetourt and Roanoke counties. We've never been there before, so we're gonna just check it out. Maybe we'll do a little hiking. I know you can hike, bike. There are horseback trails, and can also do some kayaking. So we're just gonna go and enjoy a little bit, and we want to take you along. So we're gonna grab a biscuit here at Biscuitville, and then we're gonna take off. By the way, Biscuitville's not a sponsor, but hey, Biscuitville, if you're listening, you could be. When you enter the parking lot, there is a small, looks like a ranger station kind of booth, but you don't pay there. It may have once been used for that, but now you pull up to what looks like could have been a store at one point. It's a small building, and there was a gentleman there that waved us over, and we just paid him. It was $7 for us to park and get out of the car and enjoy the just the lake and all that it has. If you drive in and back out and look around without getting out of your car, they don't charge you. We spent a few minutes just looking around, and this lake truly is just beautiful and peaceful. And we did see some fish in the water, so it looks like a great place if you want to do some fishing. The lake really is very peaceful. We have seen lots of folks out just enjoying the water, paddleboarding, kayaking, and fishing. We would love to come back and kayak. We have lunch plans today with a dear friend, so we can't do that kayaking today, but we're definitely coming back in the next couple of weeks to give it a try. There is a sign on the dock that tells what all the kind of fish are in the lake, so we'll check that out for you here in just a second. So here's your daily limits and general information. So largemouth, smallmouth bass, catfish, rock bass, chain pickerel, bluegill, perch. We got some striped bass, some crappies, some pike, carp, and walleye. So it sounds like there's a good stocking, but got your limit and the size limit for the ones that have them. Please consider subscribing with the notification bell on. Thank you so much. Looks like the trail conditions today are good. That sounds like a plan. We're going to try to get ourselves on a trail. They are rated, and we're going to go on an easier trail. We don't have a lot of time today, so we're going to find us an easy trail and do a little hike. So we chose the first trail we came to. It's actually blue, which we think is like an intermediate trail. We're probably not going to go too far, but we do have access from this down to the lake. I think the water level must be really low. We haven't had a lot of rain, and I feel like it's lower than what it probably usually is. Path is rocky, but it's well worn. Probably not stroller access, but it is a beautiful path. So it sounds like there's no swimming or camping here at Carvins Cove, and you can have dogs, but they have to be on a leash, not in the water. All right, don't know if you can see them, but there are tons of minnows on the edge. Every once in a while you get a little flicker when they hit the sunlight. And Doug just saw a fish jump. It was a bigger fish, not a minnow. But hopefully when we go back and watch this, we'll be able to see them. There's like a whole school of them right there. This is our first time, but from the looks of this beach area, I'm thinking the water has to be down pretty low. I would think that a lot of this is covered by water when it's at full capacity. Here's a seashell. All right, so on our hike, we came across this. That's interesting. Doug, do you think somebody was building a teepee to spend the night, or picnic inside, or just for fun?
Just for fun, I'm sure.
It's a beautiful place to picnic or hang out in your teepee. All right, I haven't actually checked the map for this, but if you're a mountain biker, I know they have mountain bike trails, and I'm not sure if this kind of looks like part of a mountain bike trail. If it is, and you're coming down that hill, be careful. So it looks like somebody else started a teepee/lean-to, but that one didn't do quite as well. That one either was built and it came apart, or it just never came to fruition. But somebody tried. Sorry, a big fish just jumped. He jumped a little bit again, but we didn't catch him. I don't think you can see him on here, but he jumped really high once and then a little jump. That would have been fun to catch on for you.
For those of you that want to go boating or bring your boat out here, it's $12 a day, or you can get a yearly pass for $100. You can $7 for your vehicle per day, like Tammy said earlier, or you can get a yearly pass for $50, and that's vehicles without trailers. Or you can bring your horse trailer out here for $10 a day, or $75 a year, and bring your horses out on the trails. Here's a little map, if you can look at it, of all the different trails. There's lots and lots of trails. There are certain trails that you cannot bring horses on, and then certain trails that you can. But you can see here there's a list of 34 different trails. They range from 9 miles to shorter trails. So you could come out here and find a lot of hiking trails to go on if you're not into fishing, and have yourself a good old time. They also have a picnic area.
We're gonna check that out, but next time we come and we kayak, we're gonna picnic, I think.
And there are restrooms and shelters.
They do have a great kayak launch. If you saw our video where we were at Hatteras and went kayaking and had to climb off the side of the canal, that did not go well. It was pretty difficult. This, however, is a much better plan. You put your kayak into that little basin, then you can climb in, push yourself off. So great. Just way to get in and out of the water. And looks like boat trailer here, so you can get your boat out.
Okay, like we were saying earlier, they do have kayaks here that you can rent. One more time, it was $10 an hour for one person, $15 for two people. And they look like they have quite a few of them.
There are
several people that have brought their own also.
And I think the big boat launch is over here. We'll walk over, but I think this is big boat launch off this side. That other one, it looked like it had a place for a trailer, but I don't know if that's where you put in a smaller boat, or maybe even your own kayak or canoe. I would just do that out of that place that's built for it. But I think if you have a bigger fishing boat, this is probably what you would use. It does say, kayaks please launch from the shore or from the kayak dock. There is no fishing from the boat docks, and no aquatic bait. This includes bait caught at Carvins Cove. It looks like there's a big picnic shelter and picnic area up on the top of that hill.
Yeah, there's a couple of them.
I don't know that we're gonna try to hike up that right now, but when we come back, we'll check it out. It does look like that it's got a covering, and or two of them that are covered, so it looks like a pretty nice place to picnic. This is interesting. This is a monofilament recycling bin, so you can cast your used fishing line in here. No cans, no bottles, no trash, but you can do some recycling of your used fishing line. That's interesting. Don't know that I've seen that anywhere before. All right, here's the kayak rentals for more than an hour, so you can see the differentiation between those if you want to pause, and some rental boat rules. And Doug, did they say 600 miles of water? 648 miles of water. Oh, 648 acres of water. And they do have lots of safety equipment, and if you rent a kayak, lots of life vests, that kind of thing. So we did find our way up to the picnic area, so we'll take you there. We just did pass a bike repair station, so if you get a flat, you can work on taking care of your bike. And there's picnic tables out beneath the trees, and there's a pavilion to our left. There's grills, bins for garbage so that the bears don't get it, and there are restrooms up here as well. And a beautiful view, look at that. This is the little station that you pass by. We thought you paid in, but there's nobody there. They waved us down to the little place that's probably just a block or so down. It's a little, what looks like could have been a store at one point, but I think they just do all of the transactions out of that little place for now.
Hey, thanks for joining us today. It's a gorgeous place. I'd highly recommend to come here. There's plenty of places to fish, to canoe, to kayak. It's a gorgeous place.
It is. The water is so still and so beautiful. We really want to come back and kayak when we have more time, so I think we're going to plan that in the next couple of weeks. And I will say that there were people paddle boarding, but I am not balanced enough to do that. I think I'd be under the water or in the water in seconds, so that's probably not our jam, but we're going to come back and do some kayaking.
And you don't need your own equipment. You don't need your own kayak. They do have rental ones that you can get. And what are the prices of those?
I think the one-person kayak for an hour is $10. A two-person kayak for an hour is $15. And of course, the more time you choose to use them, the higher the cost or the more it is. And I'll check in on the other prices, but I do know the kayak because I looked at them.
And there's a wide range of ages that are out here doing stuff. So highly recommend it again. Thanks for joining us again on this road trip. And
take care of yourself, take care of others. We'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye-bye.